TradingView. So I'm going to show this here on TradingView first, then go to Go Charting and show, so that you can also figure out how to do it there. Okay, someone said Asian Paint. So let's look at Asian Paints. Let's look at Asian Paints. Asian Paint. Okay. So let's figure out a price area where we got huge, very clear price rejection. Okay. I can see this price level. I'm going to go in fact to 5 minutes so that it becomes a bit more clearer. Right. You could say this price level or this price level, all these price levels. Let's look at this price level, okay? And let's look at this one also. So what I'm going to do is zoom in, use in volume profile fixed range, and I'm going to just look at this zone. This, wherever you got this huge rejection, just those 3 candles, in fact. Just 3 candles right here. This tells me, if you zoom in, if I zoom in, can you see this red line over here? This is where the most volume was traded. This is where the most volume was traded. I see a lot of stocks. Obviously, I cannot go through all of those stocks. Okay. Can I switch to light? The reason I switched to dark is because 95% people said they want black. Okay. So if right now 95% of people say they want light theme, I can shift. But everyone, even right now in the chart, chat is saying black. Everyone's saying black. Okay, right now some people are saying white. Okay, so let's do one thing. I'm going to do half black, half white. Okay, I'm going to show in both. Okay, so ये white पे देख लो. White में you can see this is the area where you got this most volume traded. Okay, this is the red. You can see the red color. That means it's the POC, point of control, where there's the most volume. So the highest volume indicates that the institutions, the smart money, okay, people who actually control markets, people who actually have the money to control markets, have traded a lot of volume there. Okay, and if price has actually fallen after that, from that price, it means that if price does return here, it will most likely be rejected again to the downside. Okay, like I said, please note this down. Whenever price faces a strong rejection, most of the time price returns to that area before going in the intended direction. Okay, so what I want you to do is mark out this price, and wait for price to return. Okay, now when price returns, you again see here you face rejection in this zone, face rejection right here, and when it starts going down, you can sell again. Okay, because like I said, price will return to that area which has been rejected strongly, and then it will go down, continue in the same direction to the downside. Okay, this is what I want you to do. How to spot rejection? Wherever, just look at this pattern, is what I'm saying. A swift move downwards and again a swift move upwards. Okay, if you look at this was a swift move downwards. Okay, it was a swift move down and up. Okay, can you spot this as a rejection? Can you spot this as a rejection? This is a rejection, right? This is a very clear rejection. Very swift move down and sudden up move. All right, this is what I call a rejection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right now on the same chart to Go Charting and show you guys there too. But you use this fixed range to find out what's the volume. Trade only these 2-3 candles, all right, wherever you got this rejection. So this tells me that this is where between these 2 candles, this is where the most volume was traded. So most likely this is where they bought in such huge quantity that this faced this huge up move. Okay, there was this huge up move in the stock. What I'm going to do is mark this line again, mark this point, and I'm going to wait for price return there. And when price returns there, can you see that from this exact level we moved up? From this exact level we bounced and we moved up. Can you guys see this? Are you guys clear with this? I'm going to show you the same chart also on. Thank you, Superman. What's your name, by the way? I want to know your real name. Superman. Shubham. Okay. So I'm going to come on Asian Paint on same chart and Go Charting. Okay, because I understand most of you may not take TradingView Pro. So again, I'm on Asian Paint. Let me see which day this is. This is 29th of July. 29th of July on Asian Paint. So let's go to 29th of July on Asian Paint. I think it is 14 July, 16, 29th of July. I think it's right here. Yep. This is 24th. Wait, I think it's this. Yep. It's this date, okay, 29th of July. So I'm going to shift to 5 minute. I'm going to shift to the 5 minute time frame. And now, like I said, go. Okay. Like I said, I'm new with Go charting. It's a bit clunky. So sorry. Okay. 29th of July. It is this particular date that we're talking about. 29th of July, we got this rejection. Okay. So what I want you to do is to see where the most volumes are at that price. Zoom into that price. So on the right, you will see where the most volumes are. That's what I want you to do. Okay. I want you to zoom in on that price, just on that price level. If you just want to see this price right here, that's all you want to see. Okay. So if I zoom in only on this area, now you can see, okay, this, you can see both these areas. Now I have zoomed in on my chart only on this area. Okay. You can only see this area. बाकी सब जो है चार्ट पर नहीं दिख रहा. ठीक है. तो जब मैंने यहाँ पर जूम इन किया, सबसे ज्यादा वॉल्यूम कहाँ पर है? टेल मी. सबसे ज्यादा वॉल्यूम कहाँ पर है? वेयर इज द मोस्ट वॉल्यूम? Where's the most volume? On the right, look on the right. Which bar is like protruding out the most? Which bar is protruding out the most? Okay, I want you guys to tell me the price level. Okay, yeah, this level is 1736, 1738. That's what people are saying. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line here, then a horizontal line here, just to mark that price out. Okay, just to mark that price out. And now I'm going to zoom out or volume profile ko chupa deta hu so that you know chart looks clean. You come here, now you see exactly from there we bounce to the upside. Okay, so whenever price comes here, whenever price faces the rejection at such a point where you see where there's been previous rejection, whenever there's been rejection previously, you wait for price to come back to return at that price. You wait for price to reject this price. Okay, you wait for price to bounce from there, and here you see price bouncing, so you can buy. You can buy. Okay, and then your targets will be, of course, based off support resistance zone. Okay, wherever the next support resistance is. So I want you guys to tell me, because you guys have learned support and resistance, because you guys have learned support and resistance, where is the next support resistance? Okay, where's the next support and resistance? Tell me. Thank you, Udat. Yeah, has been served. I'm pretty glad. Okay, 1770. Okay, someone said 1770. Yeah, they're right. Right about somewhere here. You got this previous high. Okay, like this price zone. So will it be easy to plot this on line graph? No. Why are you going on line graph? I don't know who uses line graph. No trader I know uses line graph to trade. Okay, everyone uses either candlesticks or Heikenhashi candles, or I know some people who use like Renko charts and stuff. But that everyone, 95% of people I know use candlestick charts. I don't know any trader who uses line charts, by the way. So 1760, 1752. Yeah, you could say this level. This level, previous support, which could turn to resistance. So your target could have been this. Okay, your target could have been this, and that's about it. Yeah. Is gap up or gap down also a rejection? No. Gap up or gap down is not a rejection. Rejection is when you see something like this. Please note. And when you see sudden up move and then immediate rejection. Okay. Aapko agar, if you're running towards me and I'm standing like this and you're running at your full speed, okay, and I'm standing like this, you come and bang into me, okay, most likely I won't move. Okay, you're the one who's going to be pushed away. Okay, if I'm standing like this and kind of have something to protect me, you're the one who's going to bounce off and fall down. So that is what I mean by rejection. Okay, it has to be like it hits a wall. Imagine how does a rejection look when you throw a ball onto a wall. It will reject, all right? It'll immediately come back. It's not going to stick to the wall. That is exactly what a rejection should look like. Okay, imagine these are floors and ceilings. So if there's a floor, you see the price comes down here and immediately bounces up, all right? Or if this is a rejection, if you consider this as ceiling, see price comes here, immediately rejects downside, okay? So you want to see swift rejection. That is what I mean by rejection. Is whoever asked, I lost the chat, but whoever asked rejection is gap up or gap down rejection. Are you clear? Because gap ups and gap downs are not rejections. This is what I mean by rejection. When you swift kind of rejection from one level, that is a rejection. So many questions. Wait, in Bank Nifty and Nifty, where can we find volume profile? You can find Bank Nifty and Nifty. You have to go here, Bank Nifty, okay, and you will see Bank Nifty future. You'll have to type future. So Bank Nifty and Nifty, you can only see volume profile in the future chart. So आप यहाँ पर आओगे, you will see August futures. Let's say you go on that. Now you can see right here volume profile. I'll show you. Okay, this is volume profile in Bank Nifty. Right here is volume profile, Bank Nifty. Okay. So you can see volume profile in Bank Nifty and Nifty only on Go Charting. For index, you can see free volume profile data on Go Charting. Okay, Go Charting. On TradingView, it's not available, unfortunately. Right, even futures data is not available. So you'll have to go to Go Charting. The only thing with Go Charting is this is end of day data, EOD data. For real time data, that is real time में charts move होते हैं, आपको अगर देखना है तो real time data के लिए you'll have to subscribe. You will have to subscribe. I think it is around $15 per month. Okay, लेकिन आपको free में भी मिल रहा है, तो you can use that. Wasim says, better imagine how your crush rejects your proposal. Has that happened to you, Wasim? Is that a personal example? It happens, we can consider a swift move. Any time frame that you're on, right now on 5-minute time frame. So on 5 minute, this looks like a rejection. So I'm only going to look at this as a rejection, whichever time frame I'm on. Okay, probably if I'm on a 1 hour time frame, let's look at 1 hour. 1 hour पे क्या हमको ऐसा कोई rejection दिख रहा है, ठीक है? So I'm going to go zoom out. ठीक है, अगर आप देखोगे, if you see, this is a clear rejection. Okay, swift move and then immediate down move. So if I apply my fixed range volume profile over here, you will see right here. Okay, this says that if I delete everything, this says if I zoom in, I'm sorry. Okay, this says most volume was transacted about here. Okay, this is the red line that you see. This is the red horizontal line. So I'm going to mark my line here, and I'm going to wait for price to return. I'm going to wait for price to return to this level, and you will see. This is on 28th, which day? Sorry, yeah, 28th of July. 28th of July, we returned exactly at this price and rejected. We turned exactly to this price and rejected. Find the next support resistance zone. So, guys, you were there in the first or second lecture. If you were to take a sell position here, reason being we saw a rejection here, and then we came back to this in this direction, and you again saw a rejection here. Okay, like I said, wherever price faces a strong reaction, most of the times price returns to that area for going in the entire direction. So अगर यहाँ पर rejection to the downside हुआ है and we have returned here, so you're going to sell. What will your target be based on support resistance zone? What will your target be based on support resistance? Tomorrow session, by the way. And tomorrow's session is going to be amazing because I'm going to teach you stock selection for intraday, stock selection for, if you want to even do long-term trading. Is this rejection candle identification best for swing trading or intraday? I would say swing trading, Swati. I would say swing trading. Intraday may, even intraday it works, not that it doesn't work. Okay, I would prefer that you guys use this in swing trading, but you can use it in intraday. It was working, right? Obviously, even on 5-minute chart, it was working. Best stocks, FNO stocks. Just Google NSE FNO list. Okay, you'll get the list of FNO stocks. You'll get the list of FNO stocks right here. List of underlyings and underlying info. First, you will get it in the first link itself. The first result Google search result is the list of F&O stocks. You should only trade on these stocks. This is the best list of stocks to trade. Can we use it on a 1-day time frame? Absolutely, you can. You can use it on a 1-day time frame. High the time frame, high the accuracy. I wouldn't say that. I mean, this works. Volume profile works everywhere, not time frames. Okay. Anyway, I had a question which you guys did not answer. I'm asking if you would have sold here, which is the next support resistance zone where you would take the target. For those who are there, I think in the second lecture is where Umang covered support resistance zone. So I want everyone to tell me. You guys have started the support resistance class. Some of you already know it before. Some of you have already attended. Some of you have already been trading. Where's the next support resistance zone? Someone says 1680. Okay, fair enough. This is definitely a. Do you see any other price probably in the between which can act as a hiccup? That is not the only price. 1740. Swati is absolutely right. You got to see also this level, okay? Because you had right here this rejections, okay? Resistance. So you can expect that price will take support over here. So you could probably have, when you take a sell entry, you can have your first target here and your second target here, 1680, which someone pointed out as a lot of you pointed out this as the support. So this is also support, this is also support. So your first target would be here, your second target would be here. Cool. There was a rejection at 1760. 1760. Yeah, 1760. Which one are you talking about? See, this is a very minor one, honestly. I wouldn't look at this. Reason being that when it rejects from this kind of heavy rejection area, like I said, wherever price has faced the sharp rejection and price returns to that area and faces the rejection, it'll mostly come down. Like it's not going to take support away. It'll come a little bit down. Okay, so it came. But this is how you take. Stop loss will be at a little bit above the highs. So if this is the high, first you wait for rejection. Okay, I want you to wait for rejection here. Once you see price rejecting here, you can immediately take a sell position. Okay, you will short this stock. Your stop loss can be a bit above the rejection high. Okay, and your target will be probably first target here, second target here. All right. Guys, don't face the same question like 10 times. Okay, I'm going to understand that there are about 100, 200 people here, and I'm for the first time taking a session of 200 people. Okay, when 800 people were there, scanning through. Right now, I'm missing so many questions, but every question that I see, I'm going to answer. All right, that's a promise from me. For VP on 6 July, rejection at 1760. VP on 6 July, 6th July. 6th July is like here, yeah. Rejection at once. There was no one. Like 6th July price wasn't even at 1760. It was at 1690. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have to wait for retest. It's up to you. You can wait for retest or you can not. Okay. Style of trading, what style of a trader you are. What are FNA? I don't know what is FNA. When did I mention FNA? Can we short sell using this strategy in equity delivery? You cannot short sell. You cannot take short in a delivery trade. Okay, you'll have to either buy a put or sell the futures. So on Nifty futures, like I said, Nifty futures here. Okay, buying Nifty or Nifty futures, it's right here. So you'll have to zoom into wherever you see a strong price rejection. Then you wait. Probably, let's see, wait. Where did we have like a strong rejection? And I'm going to see price return there. Wait. So this is Bank Nifty. I would rather use a Nifty. Bank Nifty is very volatile, especially I think most of you are beginners. I would like to assume you're beginners because if you're experienced, you would not be attending Nyai, right? So I would like to assume most of you are beginners. What FNO stocks? FNO stocks are futures and options stocks. Stocks that are listed in futures and options segment. Can we do swing trading in equity market also? Do you suggest? Yes, you can do if you do not have the time to look at the screen for 5 hours, 6 hours a day, you can do swing trading. It's less of a it's less of a headache, and also probably you're working on something, you can do that. Yeah. Thanks a lot. This question was long in my mind. Thanks a lot. I don't know which question you're talking about. I probably read your question and answered, so I'm glad your question is answered. But I don't know which question I answered. Right? You can do swing trading, so right, Arvind. It's up to you. Depends on your personality also. I don't do swing trading because I'm not comfortable with swing trading. Okay, I'm not that patient. Like I want to enter today and exit today itself. What's the difference between Nifty 50 stocks and FNO? Nifty 50 stocks are only 50 stocks. All of those Nifty 50 stocks are FNO stocks, but this is like a fixed 50 stocks from multiple sectors of the economy, and they're like the top line stocks, blue chips and stuff. And Nifty 50 represent the general direction of the economy. Reason being that in Nifty 50, you have stocks from all sectors. Okay, cement, construction, realty, that's real estate, metals, airlines, uh, hotels. You got like hospitality, basically. You got your, you know, banks, which is the most important, by the way. Okay, you got all these sectors, and all these sectors make up the economy, of course. So Nifty 50 gives like a general direction of the economy. That's why there's this index Nifty 50. Not just with Nifty 50, with any other index. You see, even Nasdaq or any other index, even the American indices. All indices, main indices are they are like a computed average of all these stocks under it. Okay, and they give you like the general direction of where the economy is headed. Because obviously, if all sectors are doing good, okay, metal sector is doing good, and then you got cement sector doing great, you got real estate doing good, you got banks doing great. When all these are interrelated, by the way, the economy is such that every sector is interrelated. So when everyone is doing good, you will obviously have their stock price moving up, which is why the index moves up. And when the everyone is doing bad, that's when the stock price moves down and the index also moves down. Okay, hold on. How is this Q&A? Okay, Bank Nifty or Nifty for beginners, like someone. Okay, yeah, I'm officially starting the Q&A. So you guys can ask me a question. I'll be coming one by one. Bank Nifty or Nifty for beginners, like for someone who's been in market for 4 to 5 months. It depends on your capital and depends on whether you're doing well in it. Okay, if you like are not doing well in paper, so that's why I recommend every student to join us paper trades. Okay, they join the 30-day challenge. By the way, Nikhil was talking about it. So 30-day challenge, they do this 30-day challenge, like a compulsory paper trading challenge, and the winner of that challenge gets account funding. Okay, they get, so this month the account funding is going to be 7,500 rupees. Not to go to Pop Taste and have a pitcher of beer. It is to actually fund your trading account. All right, so that's why we conduct this challenge, and students fund their accounts and trade with it. So you'll have to paper trade, show us your results. We'll see your results every day, and then whoever wins the challenge, whoever we see is performing the best, gets the account funding. And that is how all our students go through. All our students are mandated to paper trade first. So you, Atharva, have to paper trade first, see how your performance is going, see how you're faring, and then you will decide whether you trade with real money. Okay, and even when you trade with real money, if you want to trade Bank Nifty or Nifty, you got to have a bigger capital. You cannot trade Nifty and Bank Nifty with 10,000 rupees. What is the difference between gap up and breakout? There is actually a gap, right? Gaps happen when stocks, so you got to know that there's something called as aftermarket orders. Okay, markets are open from 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m. to 3:30. Okay, 9:15 is when market opens to 3:30. From 3:30 to the next morning when markets open, you have news flow coming in. Okay, you have news coming in from various sources. Probably if it's a pharma stock, they receive some FDA. FDA bans one of their drugs, or FDA gives their approval for one of their drugs, or probably it's the results of a company have come out well, or they've signed some deal with some other company, some companies taking over some other company. You've got some other news coming that is either bad or good. Depending on that, what happens when such news comes out is that a lot of aftermarket orders are placed, AMOs. And all these aftermarket orders are matched in the pre-market session. Okay, PM is pre-market session, which happens between 9 a.m. and 9, so 9 a.m. to 7 a.m. is when the pre-market session happens, and that is where all these orders are matched. Now, when a big good news or bad news comes, obviously there'll be a lot of orders. Okay, and accordingly, all those orders will be matched in this session. Okay, so if it's huge buy orders, if there are huge buy orders, what will happen is stock might open gap up because there's been aggressive buying in the aftermarket and session, and all those orders are matched in the pre-market session. All those orders are filled. So depending on the nature of buying or selling aggression in the buyers and sellers, the gap ups or gap downs happen. Okay, so that is the difference. Gap breakout is when price actually breaks out of a previous resistance or a previous support. All right, Rahul. What if I can see 24 new messages? I'm coming one by one. So do not. I'm repeating. Do not paste the question one again and again. I'm coming one by one. All right. If I see anyone copy pasting the same question 10 times, I'm not going to answer that question. What if the uptrend is good so that it just crosses the mark support, and if we short sell, then it's a loss? What if the uptrend is good so it's just for the mark support? If first of all, if the stock is in an uptrend, it is very foolish to short it. Okay, we will only be trading in the trend, in the direction of the trend. Okay, trade with the trend. Don't try to short when the stock is in an uptrend. So hey, there is horizontal volume indicator in trading view. Is it good? Right now I just showed you on trading view only, right? So if you can go for trading view pro, it's the best out there. You don't need to go for go charting. But intraday does not depend on the annual earning of certain organization. I don't get your question. How to if your question is that, I still don't get the question. I still don't get what you mean. The stock is still going to move depending on the news, right? How to manage trading if I'm busy during the day? Then you'll have to, like I said, do swing trading, or probably you can trade forex or commodities. How to check volume bar on go charting? Explain again. Just come to go charting. Okay, just type the stock name and this thing will load. This chart will load. The screen will load. You just have to come to drawing. Sorry, you just have to come to this indicators, come to this third, like the fourth one, order flow. Here you'll see volume profile. Okay, if you want to trade with market profile, you can also see market profile here. So market profile is like the father of volume profile, so to say. Market profile came first. There was this guy named Peter Seidel-Meyer. Peter Seidel-Meyer invented market profile. He literally invented, because there was no market profile before that. And market profile is basically what market profile is about is where has price spent the most time? Okay, where has the most, at which price has the stock spent the most time? That is market profile. And volume profile is like at which price you see the most volume. That's the only difference. I like volume profile, though market profile is just overcomplicated. People sell it as this kind of holy grail, but it's not a holy grail. All right, there is no holy grail in trading. During trading hours, I'm busy. I'm a doctor, hence I don't get time to trade in trading hours. Any idea? That's what I said, Rahul. What you need to do is either do commodities or forex trading. That is, which those markets are open 24/5. You can trade commodities and forex even in the evening, especially after 6:30. That's when the forex markets get pretty active. 6:37, and so forex and commodities is one option. The other option is doing swing trading, where you do not need to actually sit in front of a screen for the entire time. You just need to carry a position over a few days. That is swing trading. Also, while doing this, you have to choose MIS order. No, not MIS order. If you're doing swing trading, you have to do normal order. And if you're doing intraday, of course, MIS. Where do I paper trade? Just write just honestly think about it. What does paper trading mean? Like what would paper trading mean? You just need to write down your entries and exits on paper. You don't need to actually trade with, come on guys. I've done paper trading by writing down entries and exits on paper. That's it. You don't need a app to paper trade. Come on. During trading hours, if I'm busy, Rahul is the same question again. How to use volume profile in index? MK, I already showed how to trade, how to use volume profile in index. You'll have to come to Go Charting. That's the only place where you can see volume profile in index. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to summarize. Okay, like I said, just hold on. Just don't type the same thing, copy paste the same thing. Okay, because then I miss out important questions. I'm gonna end the Q&A and then summarize. At Friday, should I end holdings? At Friday, should I take holdings or should I keep funds idle in the demat? I mean, how does it matter? Like you can trade on any day. There's no Friday, Sunday, Monday. How does it matter? If you get a trade on Friday, you can take one on Friday. If I made a position in equity delivery and squared off the same day and exited my position, what will be the charges? The charges, you can go on the broker's website and see if it's Upstocks or Zerodha, it's 20 rupees per trade, or 0 point like 001 or something, whichever is lower. Ben and Better Join Paper Trading Channel is only for people in the community. It's only for people who join the community. How do we analyze gap ups and gap downs? So what you got to do is, it's if I go into that, it'll take time, okay, to cover that. How to set stop loss in case if it doesn't return the rejection point? If it doesn't return to the rejection point, then you're not even going to trade. You're only going to trade if it returns there and rejects. Then only will you take entry. First, you draw the volume on trading view, then you're going in Go Charting. How can we start finding the level directly on Go Charting without using trading view? So many questions. Hold on. So directly on Go Charting without. So I mean, you just if you want to use just Go Charting, you can come here and just use volume profile here. But I would recommend also using TradingView because I mean this has a cleaner interface. That's why I like this. Why various trading platform charts are not same? Candle low high different in various trading platforms. Here I was looking at the futures chart. Here I was looking at the spot chart. That's why you'll see a discrepancy. Best way to know important market news. I do not give a damn about market news. I do not even look at the news. News is meant for retail. News is meant to manipulate the retail. Right? I do not look at news at all. I just trade based on price and volume and open interest, and they tell me things much before the news comes out. I started free trial of 30 days on TradingView, pretty good, bro. After paper trading, I have 5K, so can I start trading with 5K? Up to you. I would, just go, but don't risk your entire 5K. Okay, do not blow up your account. Just start with small amounts. I would not suggest that you take leverage when you trade with 5K because one trade can blow your account up. Is Forex good for beginners? How risky is it? I mean, risk is there everywhere. If you want to make, if you want to make money, you can't say that I want to go. I don't want to take risks. There's no money without risks. There's no reward without risk. Should we check ourselves with company news or only see the chart before deciding? Like I said, I do not look at news. News is bullshit. All right. I do not look at news at all. Do you teach Forex in Alpha Bulls Challenge? I mean, we do not teach anything in the challenge. The challenge is for our mentorship students. We teach Forex trading strategies in the mentorship. Yes. What is the 30-day challenge? Can I participate? Again, I think I already said this. It's only for the students, right? It's only for the mentorship students. Why various trading platforms? I answered this. Guys, please stop sending the same question again and again. There are 79 messages. I cannot, answer 100 questions at once. All right. I'm going to come one by one. So please have patience. Quincy data, trial and error is how we get a hang of every new technique we learn. Absolutely. Yeah. That's why we do paper trading. If it breaks out, Rohit, then you don't trade it. You will only trade if it faces rejection. Best way to increase our capital in a consistent way. Stay disciplined. That's all. I mean, there's no best way, defined way that I give you this formula, that yellow strategy, और आपने consistently पैसा बढ़ा लिया, वैसे नहीं होता. At the end of the day, it comes down to your psychology. The first way is to think. First way is to know and realize that there is no way to increase your capital in a, to remove that question from your mind that there is a way to increase the capital like that. Okay, but the only way is to put in hours. Okay, spend hours in front of the chart time, practice, and that's what focus on your skill, not on if I take this trade, I'm going to make this much money. Sairam, you can message me. I'm going to tell you guys tomorrow how to join the community. I'm a student, I have school, so please tell me the difference between day trading and forex trading. Day trading and forex trading. Day trading, you can do day trading even in forex. Day trading is basically intraday trading, okay, which you can do in forex also. You can do in stocks also. Forex is currency markets, stocks, where you can trade, companies, stocks of companies, listed companies. Forex is where you can trade currency pairs. If I took a short sell intraday and stock its upper circuit, what happens in that condition? First of all, why would you take a shorts? Why would you short a stock that is going is in an extreme uptrend? If a stock is hitting upper circuits, I would not short it at all in the first place. I need paper trading session because I just started to learn about these things. I mean, we didn't have a session on paper trading as such. We just said that you paper trade. That's it. What is open interest? I'm going to ask you to Google it because if I say it right now, you're not going to understand. Okay, it's a bit complicated. You just Google it. सर जब अपन वॉल्यूम प्रोफाइल यूज करते हैं एक ही टाइम फ्रेम को फॉलो करना होता है नहीं कोई भी टाइम फ्रेम पर यूज कर सकते हो न्यूरल ऑफ स्टॉक्स इट इज दैट if you're an intraday trader you need not worry about T+2 delivery. Do you use price action? Yeah, absolutely use price action and volume profile and open interest. And I mostly trade index. I only trade Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay, I only trade Nifty and Bank Nifty. That's it. Nikhil trades stocks, but I don't trade stocks. I only trade Nifty and Bank Nifty. Yeah, it does happen sometimes, Kunal. There will be discrepancies even in Zerodha, Chart IQ, and TradingView. We can't help that. Okay. If someone would make a career in trading, does he have to learn everything on pro level or a few working strategies? With strategies, I would say strategy is bullshit. Okay, and this is going to be the most controversial and unpopular opinion you might have heard because everyone sells you strategy on Instagram. Strategy is bullshit. 90% of trading is your trading psychology, your discipline, and your skill. That's what is more important. As long as you know price action, as long as you're using price action, it doesn't matter. Okay, what strategy you're using. So strategy is just 10%. Don't run behind strategy. That is the only advice that I'm going to give you. And to everyone who's starting out trading and thinking that strategy is everything because people say so, it is not everything. How to scan the stock? Just go through the list of FNO stocks and see where you can find trend line breakouts and stuff, right? How much time in a day do you spend on trading, including analysis and booking profits? I spend, like the entire day, from when markets open till market close. Right? Bank Nifty, you can trade based on the same price action, trend line breakouts that Umang taught you, right? Good platform for Forex, IC markets. Are we done with today's sessions? Yeah, I'm just taking the good Forex broker. I'm just taking the Q&A. Good Forex brokers, Joe, again, IC markets, like I said. Do not type. If I see one question typed 4 times, I'm going to skip that question. I cannot give that right now, okay, because it's extremely complex and I can't go. If you want to learn open interest, you can join the community. Increasing OI, it could mean anything. It could mean that new money is flowing in, but there are ways to know money is flowing in, whether in the sell direction or the buy. Okay. So strategies in Forex and day trading are the same. Price action works everywhere, guys. I think this was clear in the first session itself. Price action works everywhere. Doesn't matter whether trading Forex or stocks. Yeah, I just use price action. I don't even use patterns, okay? I'm going to go so far as to say even patterns on a 5-minute or 3-minute are almost irrelevant, I would say. I just trade, what I trade is, hold on, what I trade, one second. So I trade based of fake outs, I trade pullbacks, I trade stop loss hunts. That's what I trade in Nifty and Bank Nifty. when we need to enter after breakout. I think this was cleared by Umang. Okay, I think this was cleared by Umang. So I am not going to answer that. All right, next question from Sagar. Sagar says, what the impact of USD INR and Bank Nifty? See, USD INR in general impacts markets as a whole. So, I'm not going to be able to point out, like how it impacts. The exchange rate, of course, impacts the economy, and that's why it impacts the index movements. After retest candle or after the retest, where another candle will form, it could form, like I don't know what you meant by that question, because if it's a breakout and then retest, then the next candle should be closing above. Or if it's a breakout to the downside and retest, the next candle should be closing below. If that was a question, this is my answer. I have school at the morning, so I think I should switch to Forex. What's your age, by the way? If you have school, you're 15. All right, he's the youngest person, I think. Is anyone here who's younger than 15? Anyone here who's younger than 15? I want to know. Or is Aryan? Is Aryan the youngest guy? No answer. So I'm assuming Aryan is Aryan. So great job, Aryan, by the way. Starting young. I wish myself that I would have known about trading when I was 15. Yeah. 20s not young, man. I mean, 20s. I'm pretty sure there are many people who are 18, 19 over here. So you're actually old. RK. Right. So I want to know if there are any other questions. I'm going to do a recap quickly. My son is sitting with me and he's 11. Kunal, right? I didn't know, Kunal, that you're that old, right? What's your age? Your son is 11. I'm guessing that you're 40. You're 42 old, right? So great. So what do you do are you a trader already, or are you kind of getting into trading, full-time trading or something? Swati is asking price action levels breakouts. What about that? One last time, could you explain CDSL stock? CDSL, like, first of all, I didn't even know the stock exists. Okay. All right. It exists. So don't trade on these illiquid stocks, man. I'm serious. Just trade on FNO stocks. I didn't even know up until now that this stock exists. Like, what do you want to know about this? See, I'm not an investment advisor. I'm telling you. If you ask me, sir, where is it going to go? Where should I exit? I'm in loss. Help me. I'm not going to answer for those questions. For that, you either you can analyze on your own or ask an investment advisor. Okay. I'm not gonna give investment advice on any particular stock. Kunal is aspiring to be a full-time trader. All the best. I wish you the very best. And if you're aspiring to be a full-time trader, I would really recommend that you learn price action and volume profile. Right? Price action, volume profile. There are a lot of I'm not even asking you to join a mentorship or something. You can message me. I'll help you out with which are the videos I need to watch on YouTube. Okay. I'll give you good sources where you can learn from. Okay, we can learn price action. So why I'm telling you this, if you are thinking of trading on indicators, please do not. There are a lot of YouTubers. You should trade. All right. Tell me what to do. I don't know what you're talking about, Aryan. Okay, probably I missed some question above. So please put the question together. Okay, if you type one question, half part of the question, and then type the next part in the after that, I'm gonna get it separately. So I'm not gonna be able to figure out what the question was. While drawing trend lines, can we cut the wicks? Ideally not. Free paper trading broker names. Kailash, I already answered this question. It was your question only earlier. Why do you want to trade? Why do you want to paper trade on an app? Just use an Excel sheet or just use your pen and paper. Okay, that's the most authentic way of doing paper trading. That is all. You don't need a fancy app to do paper trading. If you want, you have this on TradingView. There's this paper trading option. Okay, it's somewhere here. figure it out. Somewhere, I think it is, yeah, this, I think is this paper trading panel paper trading. How good are pivot points and CPR for Nifty and BNF? I mean, I've never used CPR. I don't know. Pivot points do work if pivot points are support resistance zones. How to draw it on this? If you're asking for your, please share my number. Okay, so Kunal, you can text me on. Please note it down. 91. Okay, what I'm going to do is find your this thing, and I'm gonna. Okay, 91361391138. I'm messaging the number to you. Next, can you recommend a book to read? Yeah, Nishan, that's what I answered. I will. I will be. Can you post YouTube channels on groups? No, I'm not going to do free promotions for any YouTube channel. You can text me, and I'm gonna tell you what you could probably research about, and you could just go on YouTube and find out whichever channel. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a list of books. Yes, that I'm gonna do. Many say forex is safer than stocks. There's risk everywhere, man. I mean, there's no. This is safer. This is unsafe. Thank you, Jana. Yeah, you're most welcome, by the way. Well, I'm hoping to stop practicing medicine at 40 and become a full-time trading professional. All the best. What's your age, by the way, Rahul? Who is your inspirational trader? I don't have. I look up to myself. I don't have this, uh, you know, in trader that you look up to and get inspired from. Okay. So I learn about day trading or forex. I just said again. I just said this before that day trading can be done on stocks as well as forex. So day trading and forex are not two different things. Do you watch for patterns like triangles? Very rarely. Very rarely. Patterns also they only work on the higher time frame more likely, and they work on the lower time frame only when they're backed by the higher time frame. Okay, we teach this in the mentorship. But when I'm trading index, I'm purely trading based off, mitigations. I'm trading based off reverse mitigations. I'm trading based off fake outs, pullbacks. I'm not looking at uh, like patterns and triangles and all this. Rarely, one of the patterns that sometimes happens on triangle is on index is triangle. Liquor, ladies, and leverage. How smart people go broke. Is it right, Sir Warren Buffett said this? I don't know if Warren Buffett said this, but if he said it, it's right. Yeah. Many say forex is safer. Quick recap. I am going to do that. Hold on. Thank you. You're welcome, Atul. Also, what about pivot levels? Are they use like? Oh, Rahul is 26. So you're gonna be a doctor for 14 more years and then become full time trader. Okay, cool. So I mean pivot. Like I said, like pivots only work when they're also like support resistance zones based off price. Okay, so I'm not questioning the accuracy of pivot, but pivots not outright. You got also to get the support resistance zones. We do not have a course. Let me clear this out. Like a lot of people, like we do not call this a course. Okay, courses are bullshit because people just give you, train you, and then say bye bye and go. They sing "Acha Chalta Hu" and they just go away. Uh, they don't mentor you. They do not guide you. There's no trading community. There's no group where all the traders can interact. We're not like that. Okay, we have a mentorship program where we got a trading community. All the traders post their charts, analysis. They help each other out. They learn from each other. We have weekly review sessions. We look at how your trades are going. All right. We have what we have is in the training part, what we cover is over 3 to 4 weekends. Each weekend is like 3 hours. Okay, so 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday, and goes on for 3 to 4 weekends. But that is just not it. If I teach you for 4 weekends and just say bye bye and go, you're not gonna become a trader 100%. Okay, you need guidance, you need mentorship, and that is what we're about. Where do you guys post about days? Just found out three. Charan, just follow us on Instagram. Okay, since you saw our Instagram ad, just follow us on Instagram at alphabulls.co. By the way, you can follow me too. By the way, so my ID is at the Illuminati Trader. All right, at the Illuminati Trader. So I'm gonna send it to everyone. That's my ID. I'm not from Bangalore. No, I'm from Mumbai. Can we start tomorrow? Yes. By the way, I was going to say, so I'm going to give you a great session. Thank you, Kailash. Quick recap. That's what I'm going to do now. Can you share your WhatsApp number to Harsh? So to Harsh, I'm going to reply to Harsh. Harsh, 913-613-9138. All right. There you go. So let me do a recap. Mahesh. I'm going to do a recap. So what I just said is that when this is very simple, when a price faces a strong rejection, most of the time price returns to that area before going in the intended direction. So if you had, I think I showed my example on show off, and probably let's look at I will. Okay, sorry, let's look at a different example. So for example, I'm on the 1 hour and we had this strong rejection over here. So what I'm going to do is take the fixed range, and I'm going to go charting and also show you how you could have managed it there. So just at the rejection area, you want to draw this fixed range, and you will see that, okay, this is the red line. This is the POC, point of control. So I'm going to mark that out. I'm going to wait for price to return there. Price returned here. Face some, right? So this is where you could have shorted it once you saw that price was facing rejection here. And the next support resistance area, wherever you feel could be the target. Okay. If you would do it here, for example, let's say you're looking at Nifty here, right? And let's see, okay, probably this was a strong rejection. You can see this area is this is a very strong reaction. Sudden spike up and then it comes down. So I'm gonna zoom in only on this part of the chart, right? Nothing else. Okay, so it tells me that this is the area with the most volume, all right? The area with the most volume. I'm going to see if it comes here. It doesn't come here. If it doesn't come here, I'm not going to take a trade. I'm going to wait for price to come there. And if it rejects from there, then only I'm going to take a trade. So let's look at another. Okay, I got a good example here. Look at this. This was a sudden down move and an up move, swift up move. So I'm going to look at where the most volumes were. This is the price with the most volume, okay? Because I see the volume bar protruding out that much. So I'm going to draw this right here. Like I'm just going to mark the zone out. And let's see what happened later. You see price this day, it comes here, or it comes here and then bounces up, right? You're gonna trade like that. That is all. Recap, that is it. Or kuch nahi. Nickel showed a volume profile, which was for free. It was from the right side of the chart. Nikhil showed you the trading view one, which is not free. Okay, you want free, you want to go to go charting and have this volume profile. This is called as volume profile visible range. It shows you the volume profile volumes of whatever the range that you show on the chart. It will show you the volume profile for that price. Okay, if you zoom in again, the range will change, the values will change. And then you got this session volume, which shows you intraday volumes traded throughout the day, all right, where the most volume was there intraday. So that's how you trade. Coming back, so last, it's almost like 9:45, 9:48. I want to know if you guys have any other questions. Any other questions? इंट्राडे में कौन सा टाइम फ्रेम यूज करना चाहिए? ये आई थिंक दिस निखिल ऑलरेडी आंसर दिस. आप वही क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो. टाइम फ्रेम आपके ऊपर होता है, आपको कौन सा कंफर्टेबल होता है. मैं निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी 3 मिनट पर भी ट्रेड करता हूँ, लेकिन निफ्टी you can't go on 3 minute or 1 minute on stocks. On stocks probably you gotta have a 5 minute or 15 minute. I've already answered this. I'm an intraday trader. Yeah, nice class, man. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Can we start early tomorrow? Yeah, that's what I was gonna come to. By the way, tomorrow, guys, most important class. Tomorrow we're gonna have stock selection. I'm gonna cover trading psychology, and I'm gonna cover stock selection for intraday. I'm gonna cover stock selection for long term. All right, and of course I'm gonna do a recap of today as well. All right. So that is about tomorrow. Okay, which one do you feel better? I already answered this, Saira. Why are you asking the same question? I said I'm an intraday trader. Which one do I feel better? You should not trade based on what I feel is better. You should trade on based on what you feel is better. So you gotta be an intraday trader and swing trader, and then you see, okay, I'm better at intraday trading, so that's why I'll go with intraday trading. Or you realize that you're better at swing trading, so you go with swing trading. That depends entirely on your personality as a trader, and as a person. Your personality, as in real life, it will reflect in your trading. So if you're impatient, probably then you will probably be better as an intraday trader. But if you're a patient person, you'll probably prefer swing trading. So it really depends on what you are as a personality, and for that you will need to keep a journal, paper trade. That's why we make everyone make a journal in the community. That's why we make everyone paper trade in the community first, so that they realize what they are best at, and then they go ahead and execute it. They go ahead and only do that which they are best at. So tomorrow, in fact, even I have something at 9. I have a meeting at 9 p.m. So tomorrow I personally have to leave the session by 8:45. Okay. So tomorrow we will start a bit early. Tomorrow we're going to start a bit early. Tomorrow we're going to start at probably 6:30 p.m. We're going to start at 6:30 or 6:45. Like I'm going to send the link at 6:30. I'm going to send the link a bit early and join in fast. I'm going to finish the recap by 7 p.m. And I won't log the meeting. The meeting is going to be open. You can keep on joining, but I want to finish by 8:45. No, we cannot have it in the afternoon. Sorry. How to check volume? Shashank, this is already answered. You're most welcome, Swati. Teaching is helpful. Thank you, Sagar. If you have bought or done short sale at 245. I don't know what your question is, Satyam. How is swing trading different? You have to hold position for a long time. Correct. You will live in Navi Mumbai. I too, where bro? I do not live in Navi Mumbai. No. I mean, it depends on where you get the entry, right? Like, so when the charts go down, sell or buy. It depends on where you get the entry based on the strategy. Just because the stock is going down doesn't mean that you're gonna enter. It doesn't mean that you're gonna enter just because a stock is going down, just because the stock is going up. You need some ground for entry, which is why you need a strategy, right? And which is why we are teaching all these strategies to you guys, which you can go and execute yourself. And my sincere request: do not go and start trading right away. All right. Please do paper trading. Please practice. Then, Simon, what I'm going to ask you to do is message me, because I am losing track of the messages. All right. So you're going to have to message me, and I'll send you the details. You're most welcome, RK. You're welcome, Harshvardhan. Yeah. Recordings of the session will be provided only to those who agree to open the account. No. Fill the form for recordings. No. That's not the form. Okay, there is a Upstocks link that has been sent on the group. You need to register there, make an Upstocks account. We can see it on the dashboard, or whichever mail has made, and we'll be sharing those directly, with using a private link on the mail ID, on your mail ID, which you use to register on Upstocks. So you will only be getting access if you have made an account, and you need to make an account by, like I said, I think Umang also said yesterday, you need to make an account by tomorrow, right? So you got to go start your registration process and just make an account. It takes 1 or 2 days max. Okay. So you got to do that, and then you can go and then you will be getting the recording. So we will know who has registered. We can see it on the back end. We can see who has completed the registration process. So we want you guys to complete the registration process, finish your account, have a trading account. We will see who all has done it, and we will be giving the recording access for lifetime to them. Then, okay, that's the only thing. It's absolutely free. There is no conditions apply. There is no there is no hidden charges in Upstocks. Nothing. It's a free account opening, totally free. And if you don't want to trade after that, that's okay. If you don't want to if you don't want to use that account, it's okay. There is no compulsion. Okay, you don't even touch the account. You let it go. That's okay. But you just need to open the account. That's it. If you already have an account now, many people are messaging me saying they already have an account. If you already have an account, then you open it in someone else's name, probably your friend's name or your family member's name, someone else's name. All right. So you got to do that. That's the only condition. Which whoever's name you open, it's okay. We'll give you access. Thank you, dude. Great mentors, and have a great life ahead. You're most welcome, Sudesh, and thanks a lot. All right, guys. So I don't see any other questions, and so what I'm going to do is end the session, and tomorrow we're going to meet at 6:30. Tomorrow we're going to meet at 6:30. I'm going to send the link out at 6:30, and tomorrow we're going to cover stocks. I'm going to do a recap, of course, first, and then tomorrow we're going to cover stock selection. We're going to cover for stock selection for intraday, stock selection for long term. We're going to cover trading psychology. All right, bro, I have an Upstocks account already. I just answered the question right now as to what to do if you're an Upstocks account already, is to open another Upstocks account in someone else's name. Okay, it's not going to cost you money to open another Upstocks account. It's absolutely free, like I said. Someone is trying to enter now, like right now the session's over. So I do not see any other questions. So that is why I'm going to end the session here right now. Okay. So really nice being on the session. It was my first time taking a session of 250. When we take sessions like at Alpha Bulls, the mentorship program, like it's a very tight batch. Like we like to maintain quality. We do not have batches of 20, 30. Like it's pretty tight. All right. Want to give access to the videos? We won't open. If you do not open Upstocks with our link, then it's not made on our link, right? You got to open an account, Padawala. You need to open an account in Upstocks under our link, the link that we have shared. Only then can we see in the dashboard that you have opened an account under our link. Okay. Option buying with today's strategy. Option buying is not, you can do option buying or selling, but then, like I said, option buying requires a bigger capital. Good night, Siddhesh. Thank you, Kevin. I'm glad you agreed. Yeah. So bye-bye, guys. Good night. I've not had my dinner, by the way. It's 9:57. I got to go and have my dinner. And tomorrow I'm going to see you guys. And tomorrow is going to be the last session of last session of Nyay. The 5th day of Nyay. Okay. Was the reason that I need to register with your link, so that I see that you have registered under our link. So that I see that you've registered under our link. You need to register with our link. If that's not okay with you, then you should be okay with not receiving the recordings. Thank you, Shubha. How do you manage to put it on Instagram? We have a team that does it. Can I please review Go Charting? Like, just come to Go Charting and just Google Go Charting and you'll get this. All right, you're gonna search for the chart and you're gonna get it, and this is gonna load. And you're just gonna come here. This is the third time that I'm showing it. I'm really surprised that people don't make notes. You're gonna come here, go on order flow, click on volume profile. Okay. So that's it, guys. Nishan, Nirmal, thank you, Pranav. God bless you. People are doing a really great job. Most welcome, and I'm really glad that we're able to help you out. I think, Nishan, you were one of the ones who said you faced some losses or something. I don't know. I don't know. I read a lot of people who said they've had a lot of anyai done to them. A lot of people who lost money. Learning bogus stuff that can be learned off YouTube. If you really want to 30,000, okay. I think I have two or three people in the community who have visited that place can lost whatever kind of money that that guy charges. So, so yeah, I mean, that's about it. Like, don't. Honestly, I would say, why go if your intent is just to learn, trading, and learn strategies. You can just learn them off YouTube, right? You can just learn them about of YouTube. But what we are doing is not just teaching you, all right? We did, like I said, strategy is 10%, and 90% is about execution, about honing up your skill, improving, getting guidance, being in a community, learning from each other. That's what we are about. So we are not a course, we are a mentorship. If you're joining a course, it is pretty stupid, okay? Joining a course is the most stupid decision, because courses just give you information, give you a strategy, and say bye bye. Okay. Right. I've heard a lot about that. I mean, I'm telling you, I have like 3 to 4 students, I think, who have come from there. Right. Mine is just learn, just YouTube price action. Like, I cannot spoon feed everything. Okay. You have to be, if you want to be an independent trader, you have to be independent yourself. Okay. You got to be a self learner. I've been a self learner. I've self learned. Right. So self learning is the best learning. You have to go on YouTube and just type price action once. Just type price action trading, and you'll find you'll find a lot of people who put out things for free. So if you really want to learn, or if you want to learn indicators, you can just go on YouTube and just search about it. That's all. So don't chase strategies. What I'm saying, even price action, you're not gonna, you're really excel in price action just by learning of YouTube. Okay, you need guidance, you need mentorship. For that, who are you going to ask about mentorship? Yeah, DM, message me. I sent you my number. Because I can recapitalize myself. I can't even share with my parents that I get 30K. I mean, I lost. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for you, man. Like, it happens. It happens. It happened. We can't do anything. But that's what this entire program was about. Yeah, I know, because so Umang, Nikhil, and I were sitting down one day and having a meeting, not a physical meeting. So of course, lockdown. We're having a Zoom meeting, and we just, thought about the fact that there are so many of our students who have actually come from, other places and have had anyay or injustice done to them. They've lost a lot of money, and we thought that we should do something for all these people, right? Who've lost a significant sum. Okay, I mean, it could be from the smallest sum to the biggest sum. You are planning to enter the market with 8 lakhs. So I mean, dude, just hold on. Don't enter the market with 8 lakhs. Okay, you can have your 8 lakhs, but like, first start trading with a small sum. First start trading with 10,000 rupees, and before that, first paper trade. Go from paper trading, you gain confidence in paper trading. Then you go to 10,000 rupees. Then you trade with 10,000. You see, okay, even in 10,000 rupees, I'm being able to replicate the results that I did, that I had in paper trading. Then you slowly shift to 1 lakh. Don't just go blindly all in with 8 lakh. This is my advice to you. Okay, need your help, Sairam. So again, Sairam, I think you have messaged me. Is your name Sairam Chintu? Is your name Sairam Chintu? Okay, I will reply to you. Okay, I'll have my dinner and reply to you. Yes. Kunal Gole. Yeah, I'm going to reply to Kunal too. How much minimum capital need for option buying? For option buying, Vinayak, I would say, see, if it is index options, 50,000 is okay. You can do it to 50,000. But if you're talking about stock options, I would say you need at least 2-3 lakhs, man. Honestly. But if it's index, it's okay. Index, you can even trade one lot with that 5,000. But do not trade with 5,000 for index. You need at least 50,000 in your account. Okay. You're most welcome, Vicky. I am very glad that you liked it. Sairam is an option seller. Oh, okay. I would still even if you're an option seller, I would ask you to paper trade first and then get into the market and do option selling. Okay, so irrespective of, even if you're doing option selling and starting right away with it, like you need to do paper trading first and then jump to option selling. Okay, cool. So I think that's about it, guys. I need to go. Good wishes to you, Pranav, and your friend Umang and Nikhil. Thanks a lot, Nishant. It's your wishes, all of your wishes together, for all of you guys who attend, that keep us going. So thank you so much. Thank you, Pranav. Stay safe. Yeah, you too. I don't know what your name is. 1XM3TOV, some random name. What's your name, by the way? So thank you, Nishant. So that is Omkar, all right. Omkar. Thank you, Omkar. Uh, and cheers to you guys. Cheers to Nyai. And hope to see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be amazing. Tomorrow is going to be bombast. Thank you. And tomorrow I'm going to do a grand Q&A, like Q&A of everything that's been covered, right? So whatever questions you have about stock markets, just hope that you guys don't bomb the Q&As, chat with like 50, 100 questions together. Don't copy paste the same thing. Yeah. Thank you. Shrikant says thank you. Most welcome. Okay. So guys, I'm going to go because I got to go have dinner, right? So I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night. I'm going to end this session. You're welcome, Vinayaka. See you guys tomorrow at 6:30. That's when I'm going to send the link to open interest.